हेलो एंड वेलकम टू स्पोर्ट्स फैक्ट। देखिए आईपीएल 2022 की तैयारियां तो शुरू हो गई है, लेकिन उससे पहले एक बार नजर डालते हैं आईपीएल के हिस्ट्री में। जब बात आती है एक प्लेयर की जिनके सामने विराट कोहली और एबी डिविलियर्स जैसे धाकड़ खिलाड़ियां फेल हो गए, जिनके गेंद के सामने इतने धाकड़ बल्लेबाज फीके पड़ गए। देखिए वो खिलाड़ी और कोई नहीं, श्रेयस गोपाल है। तो चलिए ज्यादा टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करते हुए उनके साथ थोड़ी बातचीत कर लेते हैं और आपको बताते हैं इस इंटरव्यू के दौरान कि आखिर उनका क्या सोच है, क्या क्या एक्सपीरियंस है उनका क्रिकेट का और बाकी सारी अपडेट्स। हेलो श्रेयस सर, वेलकम टू आवर चैनल। हेलो दिशांत याग्निक सर।
Thank you
Hello,
so much.
thanks for
Hello,
having
hello.
me.
So, before we begin the interview, I would like to congratulate you for being in Sunrisers Hyderabad for the upcoming IPL 2022.
Thank you very much.
So, the first question that lies is how excited how excited you are feeling for being a part of Sunrisers Hyderabad in this IPL season.
तो ऑनेस्टली मैं बहुत एक्साइटेड हूँ। सनराइजर हैदराबाद एक टीम है जो मैं बहुत फॉलो किया हूँ इन द पास्ट भी। सो आई एम रियली एक्साइटेड टू बी जॉइनिंग देम। they've had some really great players coming out of that franchise और मैं बहुत एक्साइटेड हूँ कि मैं उनके साथ इंटरेक्ट कर सकता हूँ और एंड आई कैन ऑब्वियसली डेवलप इन टर्म्स ऑफ माय स्पोर्ट, इन टर्म्स ऑफ माय गेम। सो on that turn, there's going to be a lot of scope of learning for me personally. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's a young team है और एक experience और youngsters के बहुत अच्छा mix है इस साल। तो I'm really excited and I can't wait for this IPL to start.
And what about playing under Kane Williamson? What are your thoughts about this captain? What can you share about him?
केन विलियमसन एक लेजेंड है, मॉडर्न डे लेजेंड है हमारे हमारे हिसाब से एटलीस्ट, एंड undoubtedly one of the top 5 best batsmen in the world currently. So एक बहुत calm person है. Whatever I'm saying, I've just heard of some of the New Zealand boys that I've played and interacted with. So he's a very calm person. He's very easygoing, बहुत friendly है, and he's going to make the team environment very happy and very energetic. So he comes with a lot of positivity. He comes with a lot of good vibes जो बोलते हैं. He comes with a lot of that, and he's obviously one of the greatest batsmen in modern day cricket. So उनके साथ टीम ड्रेसिंग रूम में रहना, उनके साथ बात करना, उनके साथ इंटरेक्शन होना, आई थिंक it is a great thing for me personally. And as I said, there's so much to learn and there's so much to grow as a person and as a player.
Shreyas bhai, first of all, I would like to congratulate on getting picked by SRH for the upcoming season. केन विलियमसन के बारे में आपने बात की। SRH में मुथैया मुरलीधरन भी है, ब्रायन लारा भी है। तो कितने एक्साइटेड हैं आप सपोर्ट स्टाफ को लेकर? केन विलियमसन की तो बात आपने की, सपोर्ट स्टाफ में किनसे मिलने के लिए आप ज्यादा एक्साइटेड हैं?
अगर आप हमारा सपोर्ट स्टाफ देखोगे तो आई थिंक वी हैव गॉट अ फ्यू many thousand runs and a few thousand wickets literally. So I think there's so much of depth in terms of experience, in terms of skill that they have, in terms of knowledge, in terms of personality, in terms of aura, in terms of vibe, in all these senses. So it's going to be a very exciting for me. I'm really looking forward to it. And bas Muthaiya sir or Dale Steyn, I think two great bowling coaches, great bowlers during that time. I think to interact with them, उनके साथ बात करना, to just share that dressing room, to share those moments, I think is going to be really, really inspiring for me. And I think if उनके plans अगर if we can follow it on the field and if we can get to somewhere close to what their plans are in terms of delivering the particular skill and in terms of all that, I think we are definitely on the right track of showing some really good performances on the field.
श्रेयस गोपाल सर, लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द डे यू मेड हिस्ट्री. आपने विराट कोहली, एबी डिविलियर्स और मार्कस स्टोइनिस को आउट किया था और हैट्रिक ली थी आईपीएल में. उस दिन सब कोई श्रेयस गोपाल के बारे में बात कर रहे थे. लेट्स टॉक अबाउट दैट कि आपको कैसी फीलिंग थी और क्या कुछ हुआ था उस दिन.
वो बहुत मिक्स्ड इमोशंस था उस दिन, बिकॉज फर्स्टली मैं बहुत ऑब्वियसली बहुत खुश था कि मैं हैट्रिक लिया और इन तीनों बल्लेबाजों का विकेट लिया. आई थिंक बहुत ऑफन वो नहीं होता है कि यू गेट विराट कोहली, एबी डिविलियर्स एंड स्टोइनिस इन स्पेशली एज अ हैट्रिक. तो एट दैट टाइम बहुत खुश था, बट एट द एंड ऑफ द गेम थोड़ा भी ये भी था कि शायद यार अगर ये मैच हम जीत जाते तो हम क्वालिफाई हो जाते फॉर द प्ले ऑफ. सो देयर वाज अ बिट ऑफ good and bad feeling to it, but if I have to look at it personally, it was one of the highest points of my career so far. And I was really excited. I more than excited, मैं shocked था कि उनका विकेट लिया मैं, और वो भी हैट्रिक में. एंड इट वाज पावर प्ले, इट वाज अ 5 ओवर मैच. तो मेरे को पता था अगर हो रहा है तो कुछ मैं पिटूंगा, नहीं तो विकेट लूंगा. तो वो सिचुएशन था. बट अपने आप को बैक करना, अपने आप का स्किल पे वो भरोसा रखना, आई थिंक दोज आर स्मॉल थिंग्स दैट that will get you a victory more often than not. So those are what I was thinking of. But yeah, it was a great moment. It was a great especially that phase, that year 2019 was a brilliant year for me personally in terms of IPL cricket and even domestic cricket. So I was really excited.
सर, मैं पूछना चाहूंगा कि इस मैच के बाद क्या आपकी बात हुई थी विराट, डिविलियर्स या स्टोइनिस से इस बारे में कि कैसा, मतलब जो भी बात हुई होगी?
Actually, बहुत लोग ये नहीं जानते, but after the match, I did ask Virat Bhai if I can speak to him, and I had to go down and I had to pick up, like I think I had to meet the match referee or something, or I had something down, and then we had a team meeting in the dressing room. But the greatness of players is their humility, and he waited for me. He actually waited for that extra 10 minutes outside till I could come and speak with him, and interact with him, and get some more knowledge as to how I was bowling, or where I stand in terms of skill, and what I need to improve on, and these things. So you know he's not only a great cricketer. He's obviously he just proved it at that one point that he's such a great human being as well. And those are things that we as players, as we're looking up to senior players like him. We do look at those things and we do strive, and we're really inspired by moments like these. And that made a lot of that was a very special moment for me uh, through that game, as through and after that game.
दिशांत सर, आप भी हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए, तो आपसे भी एक सवाल रहेगा कि राजस्थान रॉयल्स में नहीं ले पाई श्रेयस गोपाल को, तो आपका इस बारे में क्या कहना? आप मिस करोगे श्रेयस गोपाल को?
जी, मेरा और श्रेयस गोपाल का जो बॉन्ड है पिछले 3 साल से, जो 2018 में तो इंट्रोड्यूस हुए थे, लेकिन 2019 के बाद से जो हम दोनों का बॉन्ड बना है, स्पेशली जो रात के हम लोग पूल गेम्स खेलते थे, और मुझे याद है कि दुबई में हम लोग ऑलमोस्ट 50 to 55 पूल गेम्स खेले हैं, स्नूकर और पूल। उसमें श्रेयस गोपाल ने मुझे 45-5 से हराया हुआ है। तो और हमेशा ही हम लोगों का आपस में टसल रहती है, मतलब छोटे भाई बड़े भाई जैसा एनवायरनमेंट है। बहुत बड़ा प्रैंकस्टर है। जितने भी व्यूअर्स है जिनको पता नहीं है इंडिया में, ही इज द बिगेस्ट प्रैंकस्टर ऑफ इंडियन क्रिकेट, स्पेशली when it comes to IPL. किसके साथ क्या हो जाए किसी को नहीं पता, लेकिन at the end of the day किसने किया है वो स्क्रीन में आपको दिख रहा है, श्रेयस गोपाल. So I definitely gonna miss Shreyas Gopal, especially the skill wise he is one of the best. राजस्थान रॉयल्स में थे, लेग स्पिन डाल के और अपनी जादूगर जैसी गुगलीस से बहुत बड़े बड़े प्लेयरों को आउट किया है, लेकिन ऑफ द फील्ड अपने प्रैंक से भी बड़े बड़े प्लेयरों को आउट किया है, भले वो क्रिस मॉरिस हो, भले वो बेन स्टोक्स हो, भले वो स्टीव स्मिथ हो, भले वो दिशांत याग्निक हो.
दिशांत सर, तो आपने अपना नाम तो ले लिया कि आपके ऊपर भी ये प्रैंक हुआ है, तो प्लीज उस प्रैंक के बारे में भी बताइए।
देखिए, ये मुंबई में सेंट रेजिस में होटल में हम लोग स्टे कर रहे थे, और मैंने एक शूज, एक स्पेशल पिंक कलर का एसिक शूज मैंने ऑर्डर किया था, और वो आने वाला था, और ऐसा था कि वो शूज मुझे बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट था लेने के लिए। तो मैं वेट कर रहा था 1-2 दिन में कि कभी भी आएगा। तो मेरे पास शाम को कॉल आया लैंडलाइन पे, और बिल्कुल एकदम जिसको बोलते हैं ना कि प्रोफेशनल वॉइस, sir, I'm calling from the reception, we have a package for you, this that. So मैंने उनको बोला कि okay, can you please send in better room? तो वो बोले कि no no sir, you have to come down, you have to come down and sign, this is something. Then मैंने बोला हाँ हाँ बिल्कुल, ये मेरा शूज है, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट शूज है, आप किसी को दीजिए मत और रिटर्न भी मत कीजिए, ये मेरे को लेना है। बोले नो नो सर, आपको आना पड़ेगा नीचे। मैंने आई ट्राई टू कन्विंस हिम, बॉस I'm in quarantine, we are in bio bubble, I can't come down. श्रेयस गोपाल ने उस चीज का, उस जो प्रोफेशनलिज्म का यूज किया कि सर, whether you are a Rajasthan Royals fielding coach or what, the policy of the hotel, you have to come down and sign. I was like, you out of your mind or what? I mean, you know that we can't. और उस टाइम केसेस बहुत हाई थे मुंबई में, और once you get out of the bubble, you have to again quarantine for next 7 days. तो वो मेरे दिमाग में था। Then what this guy did, he record every single word of me, and he has in his phone, and whoever player of Pondicherry or Rajasthan or whatever Karnataka player, everybody knows about this prank. So he is one of the biggest prankster.
That is actually funny, sir.
Yeah, it was. Coming back to Shreyas Gopal, sir. Sir, one question from my side will be: you have the experience of playing with KL Rahul, Manish Pandey, and Mayank Agarwal. What uniqueness do you see within these three players?
I think the work ethic, जो actually Karnataka cricketers in general जो work ethic होता है, I think it is top notch. The amount of effort or the amount of time we spend for our skills, for our fitness, for our recovery, for everything in terms of diet as well. I think it was set at a very earlier stage for us when Rahul sir, Anil sir, and all were playing. That work ethic was always set. So the kind of work ethic these 3-4 boys have, I think is really tremendous. If you look at them, जब वो practice के लिए आते हैं, they do not want to remove their pads. They just want to keep batting right through practice. And when they are in the gym, you should see the intensity that they work at. I think those are small things that rub off on a lot of us, and it's important that we transfer the same thing into the cricketers who are going to follow in the future as well. So I think it's work ethic, it's understanding, it's a balancing professional and personal life. A lot of things in that sense, to understand from them. Like Rahul is obviously one of is a current captain, right, of the test side. He led the side, and the amount of work that he's put in is pretty phenomenal. Like, I don't know if the other people have known how much work he's put in, but it's a lot of work, and it's so much of dedication. And again, as I said earlier, these are moments, and these are things that we want to be there, and we want to put in that extra bit to play at the highest level. And just that professionalism and that work ethic is something that just stands out when it comes to these players.
जी श्रेयस भाई, आप एक आउटस्टैंडिंग क्रिकेटर है, हमने ओवर द इयर्स देखा है। बट मैं आपसे जानना चाहूंगा, क्योंकि बहुत सारे लोग हैं जिनको आपकी जर्नी के बारे में नहीं पता होगा, और मतलब क्या कुछ, ये बात हर कोई जानता है कि क्रिकेटर्स जो हैं वो कितना संघर्ष करते हैं, उसके बाद वो मुकाम पाते हैं जिस मुकाम पर आप बैठे हैं। तो जो हमारे ऑडियंस है, जो अभी आपको सुन रहे हैं, तो आप उन लोगों के लिए आप मतलब बता दीजिए आपकी जो जर्नी रही है और कितनी इंस्पायरिंग रही है, कितने उतार चढ़ाव आपने देखे हैं।
Well, see, honestly, ऊपर नीचे तो होता है लाइफ में. I think that you have to just take it with a pinch of salt. The one thing, if I have to be very blunt, is there is no substitute for hard work. easier said than done. A lot of people do say that there is no substitute for hard work, but there actually is no substitute for it. There is no substitute for discipline. I think discipline is something that can make or break you. You have to be focused. You have to have all those things. You should have you should have that goal. You should write those things that you want to achieve. You want to get to a certain place. You need to be aspiring in that sense. So that's what we have all been focusing on. You have bad days, you have good days on the field. वो सब तो क्रिकेट का मतलब it is just part of the game. जो बोलते हैं, you cannot have 100 good days out of 100 days. That is not going to happen. But to have majority on your side is what we strive. And जो 1%ers जो बोलते हैं लोग ना, जो that extra 2 hours of rest, of sleep, that extra bit of recovery, that extra set in the gym, that extra 25 30 minutes extra of spot bowling, of practicing in the nets, of doing drills. Those 1%ers jo bolte hai, I think those will play a very big role in the future. And you might not see those differences right now, but say in 3 4 5 years time, those will be the difference in terms of you getting um, in you playing, or you staying in one level, or you progressing. So that's what I would want to say. I think that's how I've based my journey. I think in terms of work ethic, in terms of balancing out, you should know when to uh, switch off from the game. You should have that balance. That also is very important. You can't just be fully at the sport, because you do get mentally drained as well. So you should have that balance. You should understand it. Should understand your likes, dislikes. Should understand what kind of a person you are. What are your interests in, and you should have that good balance. And when you are playing cricket, when you are doing anything related to cricket, everything else is secondary. If you can achieve that, I think you're definitely on the right track.
सर आई वुड लाइक टू आस्क, टॉकिंग अबाउट ड्रिल्स, जैसे कि आप बोल रहे थे कि आपकी फील्डिंग भी बहुत अच्छी है, आपने कुछ अमेजिंग कैचेस पकड़े हैं, तो दिशान सर ने फील्डिंग कोच होने के नाते आपसे कितना मेहनत करवाया है?
पूछो मत यार, जिशान भाई तो बहुत बहुत जोर से मारते हैं कैचेस सब। तो see, look at him, he's doing all this, but हमको पता है उधर हम ले रहे कैचेस। और भाई, he really tests us to the limit. He has some great drills in mind. So you know he himself he was definitely one of the top keepers during his time. I've played with and against him, so I can say that for a fact. And his glove work, his hand-eye coordination, there's so many drills that he makes us do. Whether it is reaction, whether it is flat catch, slip catch, boundary line. He even gets to a stage where he asks someone to throw, and he plays specific shots where we are going to be standing in terms of match. So if I'm fielding at point, he would be playing cut shots at me. If I'm at long on, he would be hitting to long on. He would face in such a way that I'm at long on, and he would hit that. If I'm at slip, he would give slip catches. If I'm a short mid wicket, he would play that flick and try and get me at short mid wicket. So it's very specific in terms of his fielding drills. And that's what you need at the IPL level. You need to be very specific. General stuff everyone does, but these specific things is what just understanding from which angle the ball's coming, which part of the bat it's hitting, and these small things. It's not always going to hit the middle of the bat, so it's not going to come straight in front of you. It's going to hit the edges, and you have to cut angles. You have to cover ground. You have to be anticipating the right thing. You should be moving quickly. So these are a lot of things that he's worked on in terms of our fielding and in terms of my fielding. So in that sense, it's helped me a lot. And I need to be carrying these drills forward and keep doing them whenever I can.
देखिए, यही सवाल मेरा दिशांत सर से भी होगा कि दिशांत सर, बतौर स्टूडेंट कैसे रहे हैं श्रेयस आपके साथ, मतलब फील्डिंग के ड्रिल्स के टाइम और बाकी प्रैक्टिस के टाइम?
नहीं, वन ऑफ दी सेफेस्ट हैंड बोल सकते हैं राजस्थान रॉयल्स में कि कोई सी भी पोजीशन में फील्डिंग करेंगे तो वन ऑफ दी सेफेस्ट हैंड्स है। और कभी कभी मैं इनको जब चैलेंज करता हूँ, कभी कभी मैं थोड़ा बॉल के पीछे फोर्स या पेस ज्यादा होता है, तो आई ऑल्सो रियलाइज कि उनका जो बॉल का जो कलेक्शन है, उनका रिसीविंग का जो आइडिया है और जो स्किल है सीरियसली टॉप नॉच है वो। और एंगल्स, जैसा श्रेयस गोपाल ने बात किया कि एंगल्स वाला फील्डिंग बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है आईपीएल में, बिकॉज कभी भी एक ही एंगल से बॉल नहीं आता, इट कम फ्रॉम डिफरेंट एंगल्स। एंड द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट अबाउट द ड्रिल्स इज मैं बैकग्राउंड बहुत यूज करता हूँ कि जहां लाइट्स है, जहां लाइट्स बीच में आ रही है वहां से भी कैच आने चाहिए। अगर कोई स्टेडियम का बैकग्राउंड थोड़ा सा व्हाइटिश है, बॉल भी व्हाइट है, तो वो एंगल से भी बॉल आनी चाहिए। सो इन टर्म्स ऑफ जिसको बोलते हैं ना कि श्रेयस गोपाल इज अ गुड स्टूडेंट, बट सम टाइम उसको खींच के भी लाना पड़ता था।
जी बिल्कुल। और श्रेयस, आपकी फर्स्ट क्लास में 4 सेंचुरी है और 11 हाफ सेंचुरी है, और राजस्थान रॉयल्स की साइड से खेलते हुए भी आपने कई इनिंग्स अच्छी खेली है, लेकिन क्या आपके मन में है अभी कि आपको बैटिंग से और अभी टीम का मतलब सपोर्ट करना है और थोड़ा सा खुद को पुश करना है बैटिंग में भी?
देखिए, जो तरीके ये गेम चल रहा है, आई थिंक इट इज गोइंग टू बी, यू हैव टू बी गुड एट टू स्किल्स. फील्डिंग तो इज एन ऑब्वियस थिंग. Fielding, you have no there is no escape. You have to be good at fielding, but along with that you have to be good, very good at one skill, and you should be very decent at the other skill. And that's how like an all-rounder in general. So that's where the game is moving, and that's what is going to get you more opportunities, or to play in teams, and more game time, I would say. Whether you're bowling, you're in the game. Whether you're batting, you're in the game. It's not like you can't bat, and if batting comes you're going to struggle a little bit. No, you have to be improving both skills simultaneously. So in that sense, both important है batting. I have taken it very serious. Honestly, those 400s and 1150s, I'm not very happy with it. I think it should have been 6 700s and I think 15 or 1850s. So that was something that I need to cover up. I need to be batting a lot better. I need to be batting a lot more. And I've been putting a lot of effort in my batting, a lot of focus and a lot of practice in my batting. So in that sense, lower round the order, when you come, you will need to score, say 2 overs, 18 runs or 16 runs. With where if you're having like a set batsman, say in Rajasthan Royals, if I had a Sanju or if I had a Joss on the other end, I need to be able to get off strike easily. I need to be able to hit that one calculated boundary and take pressure off them, because they are going to do bulk of the scoring. But the lesser pressure I can put on them, the better it is for the team, and the more chances they have to bat through the end. So small things like you have to be able to do both skills, and that's something that goes without saying.
Shesh, one light question for you. We will be taking just 3 more questions, and one light question from my side. Who is your idol?
Batting, my idol has always been Rahul Dravid sir, and bowling, my idol has always been Anil Kumble sir. So these two, I've grown up watching them. I still watch their videos very regularly, and I just they're just amazing people on and off the field.
श्रेयस भाई, एक सवाल मैं आपसे ये पूछना चाहूंगा कि हमने देखा मेगा ऑक्शन में आरआर की टीम जो है वो आपको छोड़ना नहीं चाह रही थी, बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली कुछ और मतलब मेगा ऑक्शन में हमने देखा कि एसआरएच बहुत ज्यादा मतलब दे वांटेड यू बैडली। तो आप कितना मिस करेंगे आरआर को?
Well, see, the way you look at it is you're a professional. You do make a lot of friends, a lot of memories with RR. I'm extremely excited to be a part of SRH. I think that is going to be the way forward for me from now, at least for the next 3 years. So, I am going to miss the team, because I've shared so many great moments with the bunch of people over there. I've made so many new friends, and those things are going to go a lifetime with me. Some of the friends, some of the players I meet only during the IPL, because they're foreigners and they're overseas players, and some of the coaches as well, I meet them only during the IPL. So you do have a great friendship in that sense, but you are going to miss it. But having said that, I think every good thing has to come to an end, and unfortunately or fortunately, that was my end with Rajasthan Royals, and I'm very grateful that they did try buying me back. But I think SRH is another team, as I said earlier, that I've really followed, and I've loved the brand of cricket that they play, the expertise that they have, the support staff, the whole management in general. So I'm really excited for that. But yes, of course, I would I would definitely miss a lot of great friendships that I've made in the past 4 years with Rajasthan Royals.
श्रेयस, आपने मुंबई के लिए खेला, आप राजस्थान के लिए भी खेल चुके हैं और अब आप हैदराबाद के लिए खेलेंगे। लेकिन जो भारतीय क्रिकेट टीम है, उसमें आप अपने आप को कब देखते हैं?
See, you have to look at it this way. You have to do something. जो भी controllables है, उस पे ध्यान रखना है और उस पे control करना है. You cannot control things that are uncontrollable. So, getting selected and making a tour is not in my hand, is not controllable. So you can't really focus on that. Things that are you can control is how many hours you put in terms of practice. How hard are you focusing? How hard are you preparing? Performance again is not in your hand. Some days you आप बहुत अच्छा bowling करोगे, but you do not get wickets. Sometimes you are batting really well, but one something off the wicket or one really good ball or one brilliant catch, and that's the end. But in terms of effort, are you focusing on the right things? Are you heading in the right direction? Um, as a person in your game, everything matters. Are you willing to put in that extra bit? Are you willing to put in those extra 1% percenters that people talk about? Those are small things that you can control. So you need to be controlling that. But if I do that really well, I think I would get that call, and I believe I will get that call.
दिशांत सर, आपसे एक लास्ट सवाल। एक फनी मोमेंट श्रेयस गोपाल के बारे में जो शायद हम नहीं जानते, ऐसा कुछ?
देखिए, फनी मोमेंट तो नहीं बोलूंगा, लेकिन आईपीएल के दौरान जब भी कोई बर्थडे होता है तो सब श्रेयस गोपाल से जरूर बचते हैं, क्योंकि बर्थडे बम्स के अलावा जो एक अंडे होते हैं, अभी अभी कल मैंने रात को ही एक इनके प्लेयर का बर्थडे था और अंडों की बारिश जिसको बोलते हैं कि रेन ऑफ एग्स देखे गए और तड़ातड़ बर्थडे बम्स की जगह तड़ातड़ सर पे अंडे के बिल्कुल टुकड़े और उसका यॉक, और बेचारे बर्थडे बॉय ऐसा लग रहा था कि टॉर्चर बॉय हो गया वो। तो श्रेयस गोपाल हमारा एक मैनेजमेंट में मनहर बजाज भी है, जिसके साथ ऑब्वियसली होता ही रहता है कि बर्थडे किसी का भी हो लेकिन अंडे उसको जरूर पड़ने हैं। तो श्रेयस गोपाल उसका बहुत बड़ा पार्ट है।
Thank you so much, Shreyas. Thank you so much for joining us and answering our every question. And thank you so much, Dishant sir. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Thanks for having me.